Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Alright, well, this is the last time I'll see you before Halloween. Sorry, my computer's lagging a little, so if this is a strange video, it's fine. It's just because my computer is haunted. Okay, so, since Halloween's coming up, I decided to look something up that is truly frightful. Because last year, what I did was I told stories that were just scary stories to tell in the dark. Or in the eerie morning light, as we're getting with this. But what we're actually going to do right now is go over 9 scary things that actually happened on Halloween. So here are 9 stories that actually happened on Halloween. They're very short stories. It's not like there's like 9 long stories. But it should be interesting in that, these things actually happened. So this isn't fake. So if this scares you at any point, please turn off the video and just say, sorry DJ, it was too scary for me to watch the whole thing. Because this can't really be real. It can't be real, but these stories are real. Okay. So the first one is, number 1 of 9, is this freakish Halloween decoration was real. Well, let's find out what that freakish decoration was, shall we? So, if there were a prize for most morbid Halloween decoration in Frederica, Delaware in 2005, it would have gone to a body hanging from a tree. It would have been beaten out the fake witches, skeletons, and jack-o'-lanterns dotting the neighborhood. For hours, people passed by admiring it. Of course, it had an edge over other decorations. This was a real body that was hanging from a tree. Police believe that it was that of a woman who had committed suicide the night before. And you can read on for more scary things that happened in real life on Halloween, which we are. So, that is story number 1. That is frightening that people thought that that woman was actually still alive. Or just a decoration. Doesn't get more scary than that. Okay, number 2 of 9. Men in tutus shouldn't criticize. That's what it says. So note to self, not everyone's wearing a costume on Halloween. When a tutu-clad Marine spotted a uniformed clad man in a wheelchair, he thought the man's costume was a weak attempt at mocking the military. So he attacked him. As the Marine learned upon arrest, the man's wardrobe was not a comment on American servicemen and women. He was, in fact, a disabled veteran. So, don't criticize. You might see something and you never know. So, that's a good lesson right now. Sometimes people see something and they decide to take offense before they actually know what's going on. And that is a scary Halloween story, because people shouldn't be that angry on Halloween. Or anytime, really. They should really probably talk before they get upset. Okay, number 3 of 9 scary short Halloween stories. There really are monsters, is the headline. It's every parent's nightmare. Your child comes home from a night of trick-or-treating with spiked candy. It means maybe somebody put drugs in the candy, maybe somebody put a razor blade in the candy. Things have happened throughout the history of candy and Halloween. One event that helped propel this fear was the murder of Timothy O'Brien in 1974. The 8-year-old from Deer Park, Texas died Halloween night after ingesting poisoned candy. Making this crime more horrific is the fact that the perpetrator was not a neighbor, which usually it would be, but the boy's own father, who sought to cash in on his son's life insurance. So that is frightening. So not only was he poisoned, but he's poisoned by his own father on Halloween. His dad being the monster. Okay, number 4 of 9. We're getting through these quickly. Okay, 4 of 9. The Note. I hope this isn't my story. I didn't really mean prank once on Halloween. I'll tell you about it some other time. The Note. The most frightening thing about the graveyard kit bought at Kmart was the note an Oregon woman found inside. so she bought a graveyard kit. It was written by a Chinese factory worker who claimed he and others were tortured and enslaved in a forced labor camp, making toys 15 hours a day with no pay or days off. He went on to plead for the letter to be forwarded to the World Humane Rights Organization, and the woman did just that, and the Chinese worker was freed when the camp was exposed months later. That is frightening. 15 hours a day. Most people work about 8 hours a day. Now try 15 hours a day. That means you get about 9 hours to eat, sleep, and start all over again. That is a truly scary Halloween story. Like I said, the truth is more frightening a lot of the time than ghouls and goblins and things like that. Alright, number 5 of 9. Neither rain nor sleet nor decomposing body. Now, decomposing just means the body has died and now body parts are starting to fall off, the skin's starting to turn into skeleton, things like that. That's decomposing. It's tragic enough to have collapsed and died alone on your own porch steps. That is tragic. To make things worse, the next morning, the mail deliverer, assuming the body was an excellent Halloween decoration, sidestepped the deceased on his way to delivering the corpse's mail. So, this is a good reminder a lot of the time. You see somebody and you're not sure what's going on, it's best to be safer than sorry and not just go ahead and deliver the mail. You should definitely check to make sure that they are okay. Alright, number 6 of 9, only 3 more to go. Next time, go as a ghost. Sometimes a costume is just not too good. A 9-year-old wearing a black outfit and black hat with a white tassel was mistaken for a skunk by a relative and got shot. Good news about this one is the girl did survive. So, careful what you wear out there. And also, wearing all black with only a little bit of white, the all black thing is not the safest just because people can't see. It's already night and it's a nighttime event. So be careful out there and really think about what you're wearing and where you're going to be. Right, number 7 of 9, a killer costume. The year was 1957, Halloween night. A couple was getting ready for bed when the doorbell rang. It was late, but the husband answered the door ready to dole out more candy. Instead, an adult wearing a mask shot him in the chest, killing him. Was it a trick-or-treater dissatisfied with the candy selection? Not quite. The murderer, it turns out, was the girlfriend of a woman who had had an affair with the murdered man's wife. The woman convinced her girlfriend to do away with the husband in order to have the wife for herself. Frightening. So, carefully answer the door for her late at night. Sometimes the best thing is to ask who it is, or look out the window and say, okay, this is a little late. Please come back another time. Alright, 8 of 9. Only 2 stories left. This one's called Angry Candy. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really funny after all these terrible stories we just heard. Candy might be important, but it's certainly not worth your life. It was Halloween night in 2011 when a 55-year-old Chicago resident realized his candy bag was missing. He blamed a neighbor for the missing sweets and took his revenge to the extreme, stabbing her to death with several steak knives. Yeah, so be careful. It is the holidays, and a lot of people get a little crazy around the holidays, so let's try to stay calm, everyone. Seriously. And finally, the last one, a devastating prank. Again, I hope this isn't the one that I was involved in. So, a devastating prank. Halloween is known for both tricks and treats, but some pranks just go too far. In 1998, a Bronx man was in the car with his girlfriend to pick up her 9-year-old son from a Halloween party. When a group of teens started egging the car, the man got out and an argument started. After he sat back down in the car, though, one of the teenagers shot him fatally in the head. Scary stuff. Okay, well, like I said, these are really scary stories. I hope nobody had to turn it off. But remember, be safe out there. Happy Halloween. And I will see you after.